I saw this topic online. I saw this video online on Instagram, and I want to get your thoughts on it and like kind of what you think about it, because I thought it was super interesting, and I have my own opinions about it too.
Okay.
So have you ever heard of Dragon's Den?
No.
Okay, you know what Shark Tank is, right?
Yep.
Okay, so Dragon's Den is the Canadian version of Shark Tank.
Okay. That makes sense.
And so so you know the premise of Shark Tank is like people pitch their business to a bunch of rich people, and they decide whether to invest into their company or not, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, so on Dragon's Den, there was these two company owners that were pitching Boba in a can.
Okay.
Okay, and neither of them are Asian, and as you know, Boba is an Asian drink. And so there was an Asian celebrity that was on there. His name is Simu Liu, and he was one of the possible investors.
Okay.
So as they're like done their pitch, Simu Liu asks them, like, do you have any Asians on your team? Like anybody of Asian descent on your team? And they said no. Like they're both Caucasian.
Okay.
And they had no Asians on their like part of the company.
Part of the company, okay.
And so he kind of erupted, and he was like, you know that Boba is like Asian, and you're bringing it into North America basically, and like westernizing it.
Okay.
And so anyways, people online are reacting about it, and I just wanted to know what you thought about that, because like it is like a drink that is popular in Asia. It originated in Asia.
Yeah.
And it's very popular here too.
It's popular here too.
It's really popular here. And these two like company owners are now like trying to make it mainstream, I guess, and like reach more customers, I would think.
Yeah.
But I want to know what you think.
So he's mad that they're taking this Asian drink.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Which is already here in North America.
Yeah, very popular. Very
popular thing.
Yeah.
But his issue is they're not really giving anything back to the Asian community with it. So you feel like they just got like pretty much a money grab. It's what he see it as.
Yeah.
They got no passion behind this. They just seen an opportunity.
And they took it.
Which is very smart, which is very business. You know, sometimes business don't have the what is it, ethics behind it or something like that?
Yeah,
you know?
like moral.
Yeah.
Morality? Morals. I don't know,
like
something.
sometimes your morals.
Moral compass.
Yeah, and sometimes like a lot of business moves aren't ethical. You know, they're not really thinking about, who am I hurting when they're doing this?
Yeah, it's about opportunity.
It's just getting the money.
Yeah.
You know, so I think I can understand what he is talking about, because it's like they're almost like culture vulture almost. Have you ever heard of this?
Culture vulture.
Yeah, okay. It's when a person of a different culture goes into another culture and tries to steal that culture.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like
culture vulture. Okay, yeah.
Okay. They call. Do you know who DJ Vlad is?
No.
Do you know? Okay, Erica, you've seen Malibu's Most Wanted.
No.
Shut up.
I haven't. I'm scared to say no because you won't.
Okay.
Get mad.
Okay. Geez. Okay. Okay. Probably the person I call a culture vulture is Drake.
Okay.
Drake to me is a culture vulture.
Okay.
Cause he's Canadian kid.
Yeah.
Raised white.
Yes.
Raised white.
Yeah.
Who used his popularity to get into the black culture. He used the black culture. You know what I'm saying? Like he does, like the way he acts now is not who I feel like he is, and it's not how he grew up. He became the person as a grown man.
Yeah.
To look a certain way to appeal to a certain crowd. He used the black culture to get popping. I would say, okay.
I see that.
So, yeah, so just take it back to that. So maybe that's what that guy is feeling like. These white people are taking this part of Asian culture and trying to make money off of it. You know, I definitely understand what he means, but he's a businessman also.
Yes, this is what I'm thinking too. Like, this is a business opportunity. Like, they're bringing boba and putting it in a can. like making it more functional, putting it in grocery stores.
Okay.
You know, you don't have to go to a boba shop to get boba now. You can get it at the grocery store. That is an opportunity. Yes, it is Asian, but I don't feel like it matters. I understand why he's mad, but like boba's been around for so long here. It's not new for it to be in North America. Like it's old news.
Yeah. I just feel like at what point, so if, at what point does it not become Asian though? That's where I feel like another thing he's probably worried about. With everyone's worried about keeping their recipes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like where we're losing a lot of original recipes. Like the Asians, if say these people take over this boba, right?
Yeah.
And it blows up bigger than these coffee shops, these boba shops.
Boba shops,
that are ran by Asians.
Yeah.
Now they start losing business because they can just go to the grocery store and get this white boba now.
That's true.
You know what I mean? That's how it kind of, it goes really deep, and it might be, sound ridiculous sometimes, but I feel like that's how sometimes you got to look at it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely get both sides of it. Like, I understand his frustration with it.
Yeah.
And I understand they're just taking a business opportunity, basically.
Yeah.
Like, I definitely get that. There's so much, like, going on online about it, though.
Yeah. I mean, I can see that, yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like there is kind of a divide where people are like, well, actually, no, I should say the comments that I've been seeing, it's been a lot of Asian people backing up Simu Liu.
Yeah. Backing him up, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I would be on his side on this. I do feel like that. I will understand the other side, though.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you seen it just like, they probably had no malice behind this. But they also didn't think about it enough.
Yeah.
Think about how this could look. Because now, even if you are these, like, super good people, thoughtful people, you didn't think hard enough about this because now it seems like you're stealing something.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. It seems like
you're...
instead of trying to, like, bring light to this Asian drink, no, you try to go steal this and make it yours.
Yeah.
And when this ain't yours.
I think that was the issue, too. Like, they were trying to make it seem like they were the first ones to discover boba.
See, yeah, they're trying to Christopher Columbus the thing. Like, you can't do that. You can't do that. You didn't discover boba.
Yeah, okay.
But there's going to be a generation, say it gets popping, there's going to be a generation to where this is the only boba they know.
Yeah.
And they're not gonna know
that it's Asian.
That's the conflict for me. It's like you should know the history behind some things. Like
that's true.
Sometimes we talk about that.
Yes.
It's like, remember you asked me?
Yeah.
Did you know the electric slide? Like you did not know. It was the funniest thing. You know what I mean? But you just didn't know.
I didn't know.
You didn't know. Yeah. I was so offended.
I'm so embarrassed about it.
Yeah.
So like,
you didn't know.
Okay, so this story is funny because when we first met, we were like talking, and I asked you. I was at a New Year's party.
Bring it down.
And then I asked you
what?
if you knew. I asked him if he knew the electric slide. Okay, in my head, we've been doing the electric slide as a Filipino family. Every New Year's, every family party, it's like a big thing.
Yes.
And so in my head, shit's Filipino.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like my white friends didn't really know it. Like, my Indian friends didn't know it. So I was like, oh, this must be
a Filipino thing.
Filipino.
Yeah.
And then when I asked you about it, you kind of erupted.
Yeah. I was like, what did you call me?
What? The what?
Yeah, I was.
You're asking me?
Yeah. Like. And I feel like any other black person will feel the exact same way. You know what I mean? Because in America, electric slide is a black thing. You know what I mean? It is, and that was just the disconnect. It's just like, if you don't know, you don't know.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of things I didn't know about Filipinos that I'm learning now. I'm learning them like, oh, they're black people. Light-skinned black people. I swear. Like, to me, it seems like we're so much alike in our community. I feel like our cultures are very similar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm learning? Like, your whole family is like, this is a normal thing. You might call it something else. But, like, you might call it something else, but this is something I've been doing my whole life, and y'all do it the exact same way. Like, we do the electric slide at every family function.
Yeah.
And probably every other,
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, it's It's so funny. Like, I feel like this is the fun part of our relationship, though.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a good part of our relationship.
Learning that.
Is learning who we are, and it's so it makes it more fun. It's like, oh, we're the same. You know what I mean?
It's like, oh yeah, like we do that in our family too, but
yeah.
it's this.
What was the one meal?
The beef stew.
No, what'd you call it?
Calderetta.
Okay, so we're at New Year. No,
it was just
we're
a
at
50th
birthday party, and
yeah.
you like, oh, you gotta try this
Calderetta.
Calderetta.
Yeah.
Right. And I was like, I bet. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, let's try.
It's like one of my favorite dishes too. So I was super excited for him to try it.
Yeah,
I
she's
was
like super excited.
You're gonna love this. It's like beef in this sauce with potatoes.
Yeah.
It's the best. Like I'm like, it's so good.
Yeah. And so she gives me some. I take a bite, and I'm like, girl, this beef stew.
I was like, no, it's calderetta. It's not beef stew. It's calderetta. And you're like, this is beef stew.
This is beef stew.
I'm like, no, but there's liver spread in it.
Does yours have liver spread?
Does your beef stew have liver spread? Because this one does, and it's the bomb.
Oh, man. It tastes exactly like beef stew that I've had.
Does your beef stew have potatoes?
Yes. Oh. Yeah. Yes.
And then it's like a tomato-based sauce.
Yes. It can be. There's different ways to make it too.
Yeah. Okay.
Different ways to make it. I've had some with the tomato based sauce.
And it's beef.
Yeah, and it's beef. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
It was so funny though. Yeah, it was hilarious.
Oh man.
But I'll tell you what. When last year when we did Thanksgiving at Uncle Willie's, right?
Yep.
That's when I knew for sure. I was like, damn, all the food tastes the same as if I was at home. I'm like, dang, he can cook for real.
He's a chef, so like he is a really good cook. But you were saying that it tastes like a meal that you would have at home.
I
like
swear
Southern cooking.
to goodness,
And
I was like,
that's
dang, this is spot on.
Yeah, that was a pretty standard like meal that we would have.
I was kind of scared, because Thanksgiving is a big thing. Everybody bring their best.
Yeah, and he made roast beef. He went all out. Which
yeah.
he always kind of does, though. Like
I guess this year we didn't know.
I know. We didn't have his Thanksgiving dinner this year.
Yeah, I know.
We're a little butthurt about it, but it's all good.
He can really cook, though. Yeah.
His cooking is so good.
God,
yes.
he can cook.
His roast beef. We had roast beef, right?
There was a few different ones, though, right?
Yeah, prime rib. We had prime rib.
Yeah,
we had prime rib. And I think they did a turkey.
They did a turkey. I really don't eat turkey like that.
Me neither. I don't eat turkey.
Yeah.
It's too dry for me.
Yeah. I've had some good turkey, but most people don't really cook.
Yeah.
It come out dry most of the time.
Yeah, that is a common thing, I think, with turkey.
Yeah,
I don't love turkey.
They're not flipping that joint. You gotta flip it. You gotta flip the turkey. Yeah, people don't know that.
Flip your turkey, guys.
You gotta flip your turkey. People don't know. Just let it roast for 3 hours.
If you don't know, you don't know,
though. If you don't know,
right?
You don't know. But if you see this, now you know. Now, if it come out
turkey.
dry again, it's on you.
Flip your turkey.
It's on you. Yeah.
That's true.
Anyway.
That's hilarious. So that was interesting that you had that perspective on that Dragon's Den thing.
Oh, yeah, we're talking about Dragon's Den.
That's where that was.
Yeah. Like I said, like I understand what he means and why he would be upset. They should definitely be more mindful of what they're getting into. At least employ some Asians.
Okay, I figured out what I was going to say, actually. I had a thought while you were talking. So, okay, what about these restaurants like Cactus Club?
Cactus Club.
Okay, Cactus Club is a restaurant in Vancouver. If you don't know, check it out.
Yeah.
They have dishes. They have an Indian dish. They have butter chicken.
Yeah.
Or they have like a chicken teriyaki bowl. Those are both Indian inspired. One's Asian inspired. How is that any different than boba in a can?